Let me start over. Ready? Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Courtney Rollins, back here from the Aqua Team. This is our sales training. Every Thursday, we try to pick a topic and really dig deep into what the sales process is and help each other hone our skills so that we can provide better services to the folks that we work with. And what do? We are now focused on wholesaling. I'm Courtney with the Aqua Team, as I said. Aqua Team Properties is a wholesaling company out in Baltimore, Maryland. And wholesaling is just the art of finding discounted properties. We go direct to sellers, ask them questions to see what their situation is, assess that situation, and hopefully be able to take action to put them into the right places. This has been a great opportunity for me to be able to help produce income that moves towards my goals of building generational wealth. And there's a couple of folks on the phone or on the Zoom call also who have their goals and desires, and they're working in the world of real estate so they can reach their goals too. But I'll let them introduce themselves if they're not too shy. But hey, Rachel, Jason, and Wayne, anybody want to introduce themselves?
I'll start. My name is Jason Butcher, and I'm a real estate agent with Exit Results. And I'm also an investor and partnered up with Courtney as far as doing some wholesaling and some work like that. So anything real estate related, I'm trying to get my hands in. So by all means, reach out.
Awesome.
Hello, everybody. This is Rena, and I am the cold caller from Aqua Team Properties.
Awesome. And Wena's all the way up in the Philippines. So it's actually, it's 4:46 Eastern time here. So I suppose it's 4:46 a.m. over there for you.
Exactly.
Grinding it out. Wena's a soldier. Thank you so much. Who else do we have on the line?
I'm Rachel. I am the lead manager.
Awesome. And she serves like as a quarterback. She helps us make sure that we have our leads scored, that that Rowena qualifies, and then Rachel assigns them to either Jason or me. And we have some other folks on our team. But today, here's who we are. I'm actually kind of excited, folks. This is a little random, but I just started picking up golf. Jason's going to take me out there and whoop me up. But this is apparently some little cover for a golf thing. Just so random. Just came to me in my the door just now. But that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I wish I could make some weird metaphorical connection. But today, what I was hoping that we would do is just take a look at a call. I asked Rachel to find a random call that's above 10 minutes, but less than 15 minutes. And we're going to listen to a portion of it and just really see what happened, what worked, what went well, what didn't go well, and see what we can pull from there to exactly see what happens from there. So if you guys are cool with it, I'm just going to start playing it. And if you wanted me to stop it, so I'll stop at certain points that I hear. But if you want me to stop at certain points, just just unmute yourself and shout out. Let's see. So yeah, this is live. So I should have downloaded it so it's a little bit easier. Wow, you can pick the playback speed. That's awesome. Shout out to Reese Simply. They are amazing. Great place for your CRM and place for you to make sure you can connect with the partners. Connect with your
Courtney. I'm looking for Miss Debbie.
Sellers.
Courtney, we spoke maybe a while back. I'm the home buyer. We spoke about the 4151 Fairview. I was just seeing if that's there, and if anybody's open to considering taking offers on that property.
Well, actually, I'm working from home today, so I'm actually on the clock. However, I think there's an issue with the property. I don't know what it is, but it has supposedly been sold more than once. And then every time I turn around, they'll send a letter saying sold, then it's not sold yet. So I don't know what's going on with it. And actually, my grandmother's been deceased since 2017.
Wow.
And the house is in her name, and my grandfather, who's been deceased since 1989. So I don't know what the issue is with the house, but apparently there's some issue with it. And it's not worth it, to sell it because she owes, it's not worth it for me to be bothered with it because she owes money to BG&E and all that stuff.
I got you. It looks more like, not necessarily a headache, but like it'd be a headache to actually try to deal with it and just let all right. Is it someone living in it now, or is it?
It's been
Okay.
Well, I take that back because somebody has taken possession.
I'm just gonna pause right there. I would look at that. Like I tried to name what she was saying, but I did not take the time to like let it sink in or articulate it clearly. You know, when she was saying the pain.
I agree.
Yeah. Like I mumbled through it.
Yeah,
I was like, yes,
you
I got
didn't.
that. Yeah, sorry.
You sound, yeah, you said it sounds like it might be a little, frustrating, but I think,
Yeah.
what was the word you used?
It's
But
something like, yeah.
it kind of undermined the power of what you were trying to do, which was name the feelings. Like saying, man,
Yeah,
that sounds really
I was trying to
frustrating.
label and name the feelings
Label.
to make connections that hey, I'm listening and I'm not trying to solve any pain or anything. I'm just saying, oh, I hear your pain, yeah. But I should have been a little more patient with that. But I'm one of those mumblers, stumblers. Not necessarily sometimes what you say is almost how the energy and how you say it sometimes. But if I could be more articulate, I bet it definitely help. But here we go. Let's continue.
Yeah.
More than once and been in there, and then they weren't in there anymore. So I really don't know what's going on in it. I don't want to be open up Pandora's box for stuff that's really not mine to take.
I hear you.
My grandmother, when she was alive, I took care of her. I was a caretaker. That's how you had my name and number. Okay. Because I would make sure that, her bills and stuff were paid because she wasn't able to do them herself.
Right.
But the house wasn't left to me. So I really had no say-so to the house. One way or the other.
So what do you think, Rachel? What do you like? All right, what information is gathered? What direction would you go in this call so far? Anybody?
I actually haven't put much thought into where I would go. I just put a lot of thought into where I would tell you not to go. Or
Where would you go?
I don't know for sure if it was said yet, but eventually she already said she don't want to have to deal with it. But later on, I don't want to spoil what happened later. Okay, let me talk about what happened now. I think just maybe reassuring her in a as you say, deal breathy way, just to say, you know what, I get it. It sounds like a hassle. I assure you, when if and when we're able to make a deal, it's going to be something that is not going to, hassle you. Or, maybe we can find some way that you really won't have to be bogged down. I've got experience with it. I can take on that burden or something like that.
There's a huge, also like huge deal breaker that was uncovered there too that I'm going to have to address. Did you catch that?
Not knowing, her grandmother's passing on the deed and the grandfather is on the deed still. Was that it?
That is that's definitely something to untangle, but that the kids are, yeah, I remember this call. This is random. Rachel, you picked this out. I didn't know you were going to give this call to us at all. But yeah, there's siblings, there's children on the deed. So it looks like I'm going to have to figure out what that's all about. And actually, let's listen to about 2 more minutes, and then we'll actually break down, what went well strategy, and then also let's literally break down what's some strategy behind this, because this actually might be a deal. But you'll see, Jason and Weena, because I know Rachel listened to it last night. If we get to that part, what's interesting about this? Some people you have to help them understand that they can receive help.
To be honest, and I get calls, I get cards, I get a bunch of stuff about this house, but I don't know if it's an issue with who owns the land. I don't know if that's the issue.
Right.
I'm with that. And when my grandfather passed away, my grandmother never took his name off the deed.
So I don't even know where I would even start to try to figure out untangle this. And like you said,
that's why I'm saying I don't want to get involved. I just said I just leave that alone, because if my grandmother had wanted me to have the house, she would have left it to me. She didn't. And
yeah, you're not even in them. You probably wouldn't even be able to. This has to go through probate. And is there a personal? Does she have a will on it? Do you know who?
She had a will. She was leaving it to my brother and sister.
Oh, okay.
And I tried to get them engaged in the house before she passed away. Like for years, I tried to get them to take it over, but neither one of them wanted to pay the taxes. And once she had to go into a nursing home, then she couldn't pay the taxes anymore, you know?
Right.
There's a lot of pain there I can
take
pull out.
Social Security, so
Right.
she didn't have the money to do it.
Well, how about this? What if I said maybe I could talk to the brothers and sisters, because depending on where the property is, how much is owed, we might be able to pay that off and just get all that taken care of and out the name. But since they're the ones who sounds like are in succession, is there like a contact information I can have for them and I can give them a call?
No,
No.
I wouldn't want to stick you on them, because if they had wanted to deal with the house, they would have dealt with it when they had the chance to do it. Then when she passed away, they crying and acting a fool. Somehow they wish they, we could have kept the house for the family. They had a chance to, and they didn't.
Well, I hear you. So can I give you my number? Because I mean, I hate for a house to be sitting over there in Baltimore, adding to more of the blight. And one of the ways we make money is by providing secure housing and revitalizing Baltimore. Can I give you my phone number, and you can, like, if you decide later on, give it to them if it ever comes up, and they can decide if they want to help, make Baltimore a little bit cleaner than it is now. Can I give you my number?
I don't think they want to be bothered. Hold on, let me see if I can find a pen real quick.
All right, I'm gonna pause right there because it's pretty much more of that. It's a very interesting situation. A lady who's not the owner, so I'm not even talking to somebody who can actually make a decision, but she obviously has influence because she worked there. She's making a choice for the people who have the opportunity to see if we can even sell the property. And so I think at the end, she ends up taking my information, but I'm gonna have to keep following her to keep getting the siblings' information. And then I'm gonna have to work to see what liens actually are on there and see if it's something that's even workable or doable. And so I just put this in the customer relation management system and try to have a task every day to do on it, and just try to do that as opposed to be so overwhelmed and keep it in my head. That's just one thing that's been very helpful, to have like a system to be able to set tasks and all. But what are y'all thinking? What should be the next approach? Well, one, what if you see anything or critiques or anything as far as like the sales process or anything that you want to point out that could help me get stronger, help us get stronger, please do, whether it's good or bad, as well as, good or areas of strength, and as well as what's the strategy for this property, because there may be a play here that we can, help some type of way. What you guys thinking?
I agree. It'd be a case of you've got to get in touch with the siblings and everything that is locked up on that property, and then get a consensus and a sign off on it. That's probably, if you run numbers, find out what the numbers need to be, and then talk to, if she's the point person, if she's one of the signers and doesn't agree on it, then you're dead in the water. But I would say put an offer together and then have it presented, find out who the siblings are, what their names are, and then write up the offer with all of their signatures that need to be on it. And
it's a great idea. Yeah, so I can still do a little, like, just small legwork, maybe ask Gail to do a little lien cert and see how far 3 years back and see what it comes up. And if get some information there, present, like you said, present it to her to try to get to the brothers and sisters, or the kids, if I can't get a direct contact with the kids.
That's a good solution. Yeah.
And I'll definitely have to be like shoulder to shoulder with I think her name is Miss Denise, or I can't remember her name, but as opposed to like contest, like how can we get these siblings to help us get this cleared up and all,
either that, or I can try and move in next door. That usually gets a lot of people to move.
Hell yeah. Hey, it seems to be working, man. But what's weird too? This is what she's also scared of. So here's another seller objection that I've never heard before. She's afraid that if they open that door, like she said, Pandora's box, that now the city's gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that actually is the property that you owe taxes on now. So yeah, now anytime you go try to do something, you're gonna have this issue that you have come up with. So have you come across, or anyone come across that objection, or have an idea of how to?
I haven't, but at the same time, my thought is if they owe taxes, then it's going to end up going to be auctioned off anyway, so they could lose it. Right. So really, if you're doing the investigation as far as, which will come up with the title company.
Right.
So if you make the offer and indicate that, hey, we might need to adjust this, but the title company is going to do the search and all that stuff. So we'll come up with any issues that we might have. And then with that information, then you basically provide the solution like, hey, we're coming in with capital that we can pick this property up for X amount. You won't have to deal with the taxes or anything else. We basically fix your problems, and now you don't have to deal with it.
All right, I dig that. I dig that. So what I'm hearing, I'm going to go ahead and put together a purchase agreement, do the research, of course, see what the number should be, and
because not only that though, bear in mind, if you put the offer together and it goes to title's going to come back with whoever's on that deed.
And that's how I'm framing. I was like, yo, we'll let title do their work. You know, we pay these guys, they're attorneys, they're smart, they're going to find out the work. You know, if it comes back, I can't buy it, then of course our company can't buy it. But if it comes back and we're able to help you guys out and get this cleared off, then let's go ahead and do that. Does that sound like it makes sense? Or does that sound like it work, or probably not? You know,
that's how I would do it.
All right, I'm about to give him a call. Let's get off right now.
I'm trying to think of the other recommendation I had, but I just had a brain fart. So I don't mean to cut. Go ahead. Whoever was talking, go ahead and finish. I'll remember in a second.
I was just going to reach out. We haven't heard from Weena. She came in a little late. I don't know if you had any thoughts or anything you want to contribute, put you on the spot here, but that's what I was going to say. Rachel. Weena, are you still there?
Yep. And Jason already have mentioned it, and Rachel, the best advice ever I've heard. Yep.
All right.
Oh, stop.
Yeah. So thank you.
Whenever Jason would talk for suggestions or recommendations for a script or anything process, I would, I would immediately have a drop draw.
Oh, folks, we and so I don't know if anybody's watching this or not, but every Friday at 3:30 Eastern time, we're on a role play, and my man Jason's like an all-star out there. Like this dude, like he is a natural. Like I don't know if he's just been absorbed in different places or school, but it's funny because you can see some of the techniques that people are like work so hard to tease out and teach. It just, I mean, I know you work hard at your craft, so I don't want to just say you're just natural, but you're definitely. It's great to have you be a part of the team and be able to work with you and learn from you, man.
It only works because people stay on the phone, but in the real world, you get 30 seconds in and they're like, who? Click. You're like, all right, never mind.
Exactly.
It's we go through them and all. And but yeah, thank you all for listening to this. I actually really got some really good advice, and I'm going to go back and give a call afterwards. And maybe if Gail is doing this, she can do a little epilogue and show what happened to the deal if because she does a lot of fancy stuff with our video editing. But folks, we're on Instagram and TikTok. Really, we're just trying to share and document our journey. Like this is really our sales training to help us get better because we know what we focus on grows. And at the same time, we're just going to share what we're documenting because it helps us get our name out there, get influence out there, and helps us reach more people and helps what we're trying to do. Like we're trying to really, solve problems and help people have income and generate wealth through real estate investing. So follow us there, Aqua Team Properties. Anybody else have any handles or anything you want to share? Because like Rachel and Weena and Jason, all of us we have this rising tides abundance mentality. So it's like, we're growing and growing together. And so Jason, or I think you said your tags, and I don't know if anybody else want to share the tags at all. Weena or Rachel. I think Jason's actually on the call. He just pulled a call, and Rachel may be with her kids. So folks, you see, you can do this. You can do this with children. You could do this if you're over in the Philippines supporting work over here, or even do it, for yourself. You could do it as a realtor, and you could do it as somebody who mumbles, bumbles, stumbles on the phone, but just still talks to people. You could do this, folks. You saw half the stuff wasn't making sense, but it was like we're trying to move the lead along the process so that we can actually see if we can solve their problem and help them out. So that's all I focus on. Like, what's the next step? Can I help them get to the next step by really listening to what they're saying? And so that's what I appreciate you helping us, letting us break down a call. And I'll talk to you all later. That's all I got. Anybody's got anything else to say? All right, then that's it.
Nothing from here. Thank you so much.
I'll see you all in Slack. I'm about to give this lead a call.
Thank you.
Thank you.